Dear students, so today we are going to discuss interpolation. So in numerical methods, what is interpolation? It is the process of finding the most appropriate estimation for missing data. I repeat, what is interpolation? It is the process of finding the most appropriate estimate for missing data. So what does it mean? So here we are given x and y. So there are two things we are given. So here we are going to find y, that is f of x. So x values we are given, y values we are given. We are going to find out of the given values in x, they are asked one value. For example, x values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, y values corresponding y naught will be maybe 80 and then 18, 20, 21, 25 like that. So here for x, so apart from the given values, they are given one value. For example, x is equal to 7 or 6. So already we have taken 5. So the next value of x is 6. So the question is, if x is equal to 6, what is y? That is missing data. So what is interpolation? Interpolation is the process to finding the most appropriate value for the missing data. Are you clear? So if x is equal to 6, what is the value for y? So using the technique of interpolation, we are going to find the value for y. So here there are so many methods available. The very first method, Lagrange's interpolation method. When we are going to apply Lagrange's interpolation method, suppose we are given x values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So see all the x values, x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, the with x1 minus x0, x2 minus x1, x3 minus x2. So the difference, which means the difference, 1 minus 0, 1, 2 minus 1, 1, 3 minus 2, 1. So if the x values are equally spaced, it is called equally spaced. We can use Lagrange's interpolation formula. So please remember, that is very important. When we are going to apply Lagrange's interpolation formula, see the data. If the x values are equally spaced, let us use Lagrange's interpolation formula. Are you clear? Next we are going to move the formula for Lagrange's interpolation. Y equal to f of x. So x, keep x in the numerator, and denominator we are used x0, x1, x2, x3, etc. up to xn. So see the formula, x minus x1, so I leave x0. So see the formula, I leave x0. So start from x1, x minus x2, etc. up to x minus xn, divided by, so which value we are missed? We are leave x0. So start from x0, x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, x0 minus x3, etc. up to x0 minus xn into y0, the first value of y, plus the second term, x minus x0, I leave x1. So which value we are going to leave? So don't take that value in the numerator. So x minus x0, x minus x2, x minus x3, etc. up to x minus xn, divided by, so the leaving value, the left value x1. So start from x1, x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x3, etc. up to x1 minus xn into y1. So these are the first two terms. Here the denominator x0, keep all the values, start from x0. The second term, keep all the values start from x1. Okay, are you clear? And go to the next term, x minus x naught, x minus x1. Here we are going to leave x minus x2. So x minus x3 etc. up to x minus xn whole divided by, so the leaving value, that is x2. So see the denominator, start all the terms with x2, x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1 etc. up to x2 minus xn into y2. It goes up to the generalized term x minus x0, x minus x1 etc. up to x minus x n minus 1. So don't write here x minus n. So see, before all the terms, the last term will be x minus xn, x minus xn, x minus xn. But the last term we are going to leave xn, so that we are going to take up to the previous term of xn. So x minus xn minus 1 divided by the leaving term xn, xn minus x, xn minus x1 etc. up to xn minus xn minus 1 into yn. So this is the formula for Lagrange's interpolation formula. So please remember, leave x0 in the first term, leave x1 in the second term, leave x2 in the third term etc. up to leave xn in the last term, and then here y0, y1, y2 etc. up to yn. So this is the formula for yn. So sorry, Lagrangian interpolation formula. So go to the first problem. So find the third degree polynomial of f of x for the following data. Find the third degree of the polynomial of f of x for the given data. So see the problem here, x 1, 3, 5, 7. So for x there are 4 values we are given. Then y, that is f of x. Similarly the corresponding y values we are given 24, 120, 336 and then 720. So this is the given problem. So here we are asked find the third degree of polynomial. So how to identify? We are going to use Lagrangian interpolation formula. See the x values, x 1, 3, 5, 7. The difference 2, 2, 2. So all the values are equally spaced. So go to Lagrangian interpolation formula. Okay, are you clear? So that is very important. If the x values are equally spaced, let us use Lagrangian interpolation formula. So here we are going to concentrate third degree. So how long we are going to take the series? Okay, so here already we have seen the formula 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 etc. up to n term. So how long we are going to take? So there is a keyword we are given, third degree. Third degree means we are going to take only up to 4 terms. Third degree means 4 terms. 4 degree means 5 terms. 2 degree means 3 terms. Are you clear? So we are given here third degree. Third degree means we are going to take up to only y3. Okay, so up to y3 we are going to take in the formula. So here x is equally spaced, that is very important. So that I am going to select Lagrangian's interpolation formula up to y3, y0, y1, y2, y3. Why we are chosen up to y3? So we are asked here third degree. So please remember, corresponding third degree we are going to select up to y3. Okay, then the series should be taken up to y3 since we are asked to find third degree polynomial. Okay, and then next things we are going to write the first value of x, that is x0. Similarly first value of y, y0. So 124, 3, 120, 5, 336, 7, 720. All the values are we are given. So just substitute in the formula, we can get the answer for this problem. So y equal to f of x. So first one, x minus, this is not x0, x1. So very first term leave x0. So x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3 divided by, what is this? x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, x0 minus x3. Are you clear? Into y naught. This is the first value of y. 24 is the first value of y, that is y naught. And go to the next one. X minus x naught. X minus x2, not x1. Okay. X minus x3 whole divided by, this is x1 minus x naught. X1 minus x2. X1 minus x3 into y1. Plus the next one, third thing, x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus x3, not x2. Okay, here this is x2, x2 minus x naught, x2 minus x1, x2 minus x3 into y2, plus the last one, x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus x3. What is this? Sorry, x2. This is x2. x3 minus x naught, x3 minus x1, x3 minus x2 into y3. Are you clear? Are you clear? Okay. Now simplifying. I am going to take the first two terms. Multiply. Just multiply. A minus b into c minus d. So just using the algebraic formula. So I can simplify. This is x squared minus 5x minus x plus 15. Keep x minus 7 as it is and 24 as it is. See the denominators. Denominator we can simplify easily. So 1 minus 3 minus 2, 1 minus 5 minus 4, 1 minus 7 minus 6, like this. Okay, I have these terms. Very, very simple manner. So take the first term, simplify, keep the last term as it is. And the next level, simplify, simplification. So very simplification. This is x squared minus 8x plus 15 into x minus 7 by minus 2. So what about this 24? What about this 24? I can simplify 4 into 6. So minus 4 into minus 6, it will be plus 24. 24, this 24 will be cancelled. Now only we have minus 2. Are you clear? So this is the way I can simplify all the terms. So x squared minus 8x plus 15, x minus 7 by 2. Similarly this term, second term, 15 by 2. Third term, 21 by minus 1. The last term, 15 by 1. And then simplify. And then multiply these two terms. X minus 7 into this one. Multiply. So we will get this one. X cube minus 8x squared plus 15x, 17, etc. up to minus 105 by minus 2. Write this. Okay. Then how to simplify? How to easily we can get the answer. So these are the terms I have found. These are the terms I have found. Minus 1 by 2 x cube minus 15x squared plus 71 minus 105 etc. There are 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So from these terms I can select x cube, x squared, x, then constant term. Okay, I am going to separate these kind of terms. X cube, this is the first term, x squared is the second term, and then x is the third term, constant is the final term. Okay, this is the way I can select it. So x cube, from the first term minus 1 by 2 is the coefficient of x cube. From the second term 15 by 2 is the coefficient of x cube. From the third term minus 21 is the coefficient of x cube. Last term 15 is the coefficient of x cube. So this is the way I can separate each terms, x cube, x square, x and the constant term. Now simplify, we can get the answer y equal to x cube plus 6x square plus 11x plus 6. The question to find the third degree of the polynomial. So this is the polynomial. X cube plus 6x square plus 11x plus 6 is called a polynomial. Which kind of polynomial? The highest power 3. So that it is called a third degree polynomial. If an equation consists more than one term is called or more than two term is called a polynomial. So this is the required polynomial with the third degree. Are you clear? Suppose one more question we are asked. If x is equal to 2, substitute 2 here, we get the magnitude term. Magnitude term means instead of x we are going to apply 2. So simplify this polynomial, we can get a unique solution, y equal to 46 7 like that. Okay, so one more extended question, if x is equal to 2 5 7 like that. Okay, so here in this problem we are asked only the polynomial, third degree polynomial. This is the required polynomial. So see the students, watch the problem. If you have any doubt, you can comment this problem. So like this video and subscribe this video, share this video to your friends. Thank you so much. I need your comments.